Metabolic Syndrome, or METS, is one of the most alarming health threats of our time. It is not just a single condition, but a cluster of risk factors, including obesity, high blood sugar, high triglycerides, low HDL cholesterol, and elevated blood pressure. These factors dramatically raise the chances of developing cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, and stroke. With sedentary lifestyles and poor diets becoming more common, the prevalence of METS continues to rise, especially in Southeast Asia. Among the emerging strategies to combat these issues, probiotics have gained significant attention. But how effective are specific strains like Bifidobacterium Breve? This question formed the heart of a clinical trial aiming to explore real impacts beyond theory.
Fun facts time! Did you know there's a microscopic superhero living in your gut right now? Meet Bifidobacterium Breve, a Y-shaped bacteria that's been protecting humans for over 100,000 years. This tiny warrior is one of the first bodyguards that moves into a baby's intestines, feeding on special sugars from breast milk that mom makes just for them. Despite being smaller than the width of a human hair, B. breve fights off harmful bacteria, produces food for your gut cells, and trains your immune system to be stronger. It thrives in acidic conditions where bad bacteria can't survive and works 24/7 without you even knowing it's there. Next time you feel healthy, thank these microscopic heroes keeping your gut in perfect balance.
This study set out with a clear goal: to evaluate the efficacy of Bifidobacterium breve strains BR03 and B632 in reducing body fat and improving lipid and glycemic profiles among individuals diagnosed with metabolic syndrome. The researchers aimed to determine whether this probiotic supplementation could serve as a practical and scientifically sound intervention.
The research followed a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trial design, conducted from October to December 2023 at Dhurakij Pundit University in Bangkok, Thailand. 90 adult participants diagnosed with METS were selected based on standardized criteria and were randomly divided into two groups. 45 received a daily dose of 1.6 grams of microencapsulated Breve BR03 and B632, while the other 45 received 1.6 grams of placebo cellulose. Both sachets were identical in appearance. Participants were also guided through a consistent diet and exercise plan, which included prebiotic-rich foods and supervised workouts. Physical and biochemical parameters, such as BMI, waist circumference, visceral fat, blood sugar levels, cholesterol levels, and blood pressure, were measured at baseline and at 1, 2, and 3 months. Ethical approval was obtained, and strict inclusion and exclusion criteria were followed to ensure scientific validity.
At the end of 3 months, the results were clear and statistically significant. The probiotic group showed remarkable reductions in BMI, waist circumference, and visceral fat ratio, while the placebo group saw increases in these values. Blood sugar indicators, HbA1c, and fasting blood glucose also decreased significantly in the probiotic group. Moreover, there were meaningful reductions in total cholesterol, triglycerides, and LDL-C, with a modest increase in HDL-C. Importantly, no significant changes were observed in blood pressure, suggesting the probiotics' effects are more prominent in lipid and glucose metabolism rather than hypertension control.
These results demonstrated that Bifidobacterium Breve, BR03 and B632 could effectively enhance metabolic health in individuals with METs.
The implications of this study are substantial. Supplementation with targeted probiotic strains like Breve, BR03 and B632 could serve as a low-risk adjunct therapy for managing MES, especially in populations with unique dietary habits like the Thai community. When combined with a structured lifestyle intervention, probiotics can play a powerful role in reducing the risk of diabetes and cardiovascular complications. However, the study also acknowledges the need for longer-term trials and microbiotic analysis to further validate these findings.
In conclusion, the 3-month clinical trial revealed that daily intake of Bifidobacterium breve BR03 and B632 can significantly improve metabolic markers in individuals with metabolic syndrome. Though no effect on blood pressure was found, the reductions in body fat and improvements in lipid and glycemic profiles point to a promising future for targeted probiotic therapy. With further research, this approach could become a routine recommendation for METs management in both clinical and public health settings.